Hi, I'm Andy, and this is my first ever review for Game Joker. I was one of the few fortunate ones to be able to have a play on the Crew Beta, and I have to say, awesome game. There's one or two little niggles, but nothing that you wouldn't expect from a beta. As you can see, the graphics are in sharp, cutscenes, obviously, game graphics slightly less than this, but just parking up, you have to sort of admire the quality they put into this for what the game is. It's a big game. I chose Dodge Challenger as my first car. Quite a good car. I love the way how you get the dirt and the grime, it sticks to the car. If you go off-road, you feel like you're going off-road. The handling changes, the pitch changes of the car. It's stunning. The way the game plays is interesting. As you see here, I set a way marker up and just went for a drive. I love the fact the blue line's higher. You haven't got it in your face all the time. A brilliant way of driving. It just means you feel more afloat. See, look at me dodging through traffic there. I'm taking some risks. I have one little bump coming up, and normally that would write me off completely for some reason. I think it's probably because the beta I got away with it, but I've had it more than once or twice, caught a bit too close, and bang, the car is atomised. It's good how when you're travelling around the country, the transition is amazing, and this is half the reason I picked this clip. This is down at the bottom end of the map, and I'm going from this sort of scrub, sort of bushy, kind of marshy country down to the beach. Well, I say beach, it's like a seaside town, like. And you see, as I'm getting closer, you can see the transition change. The bridge comes into perspective. Everything, the perspective on this game is really good. It doesn't just sort of come in at you. It sort of floats in at you. It's really nice. It's really soft and quite delicate. Not that you notice that when you're doing 150 down, outside lane of a highway or whatever, but it works. You subliminally, you get into it. And the picking the vehicles, I love this. I love the fact that you can go through the cars and go, right, this is all spec breakdowns, and then if you want, you can take for a test drive. Now, this is a bit later on in the game, and of course I saw this car and thought, ooh, Charger. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take that for a test drive. But it's great because you spend more time getting the car that you really want, and you feel like it. She probably just telling us to take it for a test drive in a minute. Where is she? Wait for it. Get a feel for it. There we go. Whatever. Yeah, and it's good. It pulls you into it. You feel like you're making more of a decision, which again is brilliant. Here we are in New York, by the way. That's probably music in the background. Still a bit new, this whole editing lark, and I'm doing this on Share Factory as well, which kudos to PlayStation for letting me bring this to the PS4. And here we see I've obviously bought a Raptor, but the stuff you can do to the vehicle as well. Now, some of this stuff we're probably not even going to compare online, I wouldn't thought, but for you as a player, as an individual, it's nice to know that you can set all this stuff up. It's quite cool. Every little element. And I looked down to the graphics and the bolt-on bits. The fact that you can change this car from one of the few settings, because you got race, you got raid, you got dirt. You can, each of these specialist settings denotes how the car handles, what the car can do, and you can drive anywhere on this game. Absolutely anywhere. If you decide to go off-road, you go off-road. Look at this. Interior, for Christ's sake. Who's going to see that? You. That's about it. You're going to notice there. But this is a little truck I created. And, you feel proud when you've done this. You sort of go, yeah. Look at the size of that. That's the map. That's how big the map is. And the first time I played this, I went from Chicago down to Los Angeles, and that took me about 45 minutes. 45 minutes. Okay, I got a few side tracks en route, but nothing major. That is epically cool. That's a real good time. My one niggle with the game, you have to excuse me, I got a bit of a cold, and this is the only niggle, is this, coming up right now. You have these sort of little challenges you can do en route and round. So you get this, and you get stuck with it. You can't go around it. You can't X out of it. Once it initiates, it initiates. Now, some of you out there might be going, well, that's okay. I want to do challenges. But what if you're doing something else? What if you're just driving around like me, or you just get in the handle of the car, you know, whatever? You can't get away from this. The another annoying thing is it drops down onto screen. So bang, as you can see there, I hit a copper. Now I'm involved in the police chase, and I've got all this stuff on my screen. Now I'm fortunate because I've been playing this for a little while at this point, so I knew what the loading screens was. But the first time this happened to me, absolutely threw me to six and cost me $200. Not too bad of a fine, granted, but I didn't want to get caught by the police. You know, you don't want that, do you? Things I love though, again, is things like this. If you're a petrol head, this is the Bonneville Salt Flats. Bonneville Salt Flats are there. You can just drive up, drive into it, have a look around, you know, and obviously there's going to be a few challenges involved, as I'd imagine, you know, and you're going to have a few people on here challenging their mates. How can let's see who's quickest? I love that idea. That is an awesome, awesome idea. I had a look around. There are a few other things. I found Pikes Peak. Couldn't find Daytona, unfortunately. I did find a racetrack, but not Daytona. But I'm sure it's probably on there. I just haven't looked, you know, and only having the beta for a couple of days, and you know, you tend to find yourself getting pulled with wanting to explore the map, but also wanting to play the game, you know, play the storyline, which again is awesome. A little bit predictable, but it's the first generation of the game, so what you're going to expect, you know, you're going to expect something that's a bit more user friendly that way. And to be fair, the actual levels themselves, the actual games you're playing, yeah, you know, you can see they've taken stuff from other games. You know, there's threads of Need for Speed through this and other sort of games of that genre, but it gives you a good grounding. You know, for a game of this scope, it's a good grounding. It really makes you kind of go, oh, this is familiar. You know, I'm comfortable with this, which is nice. You know, so you feel a bit braver going off and exploring. And you know, I bumped into one or two people just randomly on the map, and they seemed like a nice. You know, it's quite nice. You know, you kind of start playing around doing stuff like this. Here we see NASA. That was a shock for me to discover. I didn't even expect this. I was driving through and there's a space shuttle. And you're like, oh my god, yeah, of course, NASA's there, isn't it? Jeez. You know, it's things like that. Somebody else I was talking to said they found the Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon? Really? I don't even know how to start looking for that, but you can guarantee when I get the game, that's going to be one of the first places I'm going to go to. I went to New York, I went to Washington, saw the White House. That's on there. I could stitch a load of clips together of this, but honestly, it would just take up so much space. You know, I'd be doing this for half an hour, and this, in YouTube terms, is a long video. Loved it. Look at this on the racetrack, the sun setting, beautiful. That shows you what it's like. Right, I'm going to stick the full intro bit on, probably on another video. Just if anybody wants to watch the trailer, it's there. I will stick it on. Thank you for taking the time to watch this, and I hope it may have given you some idea what the game's like. My crazy ramblings. First time, this is, you know, this is a big deal. Hopefully you'll subscribe. If you don't subscribe, at least like, and hopefully I'll put more videos on, because I'm going to start doing it through Share Factory, and as I go on, I might invest if I get a few people liking the channel and start moving on, and hopefully get a few more people involved. Some other mates of mine wants to get involved. And yeah, thanks for watching my video, and hopefully I'll see you on the crew. Peace out.